Hi, Norlands. I'm still live. I'm doing something here. Uh, I know. You didn't expect me to come on here and do my thing. That's all right. That's all right. Doing a little something different tonight because you know me. I'm supposed to take the night off, but you know how spirit works? This is how spirit works. All right. I am messing with some stuff here. Mhm. If you saw the title, there's a reason I'm doing it. I'm going to eliminate this because I don't think that I want to get into all this crap because, nah. Okay. So, bear with me here. I'm learning. I'm learning. Did figure out how to do a little something something. I got some questions tonight about our. I'm basing this on your all's questions. I thought, well, I think I actually know where I want to go with this. Let's see. Let's see. Mm, this is probably not going to work for me. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do this at a different time. Maybe Wings just showed me something. Okay. Deal with it. Deal with it. And it's all right. Maybe it worked. If not, that's okay. Maybe it didn't work. Um, Very interesting that all my energy from my peeps, which is you guys, have been asking these questions. So I thought, you know what? I kind of like that energy. So let's do this. Hello, 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 Nadia, Dragonfly, Caroline. Caroline, thank you so much. Y'all deal with me and my granny sweater tonight. It's a little cold. Yeah, it's my granny sweater. I'm gonna try not to burn holes through it, okay? Um oh, slow mode is on. I can fix it. I can fix it. You have to give me a second. Slow mode is on. You cannot send any messages until 5 seconds is up. Well, it was on 60 seconds. It's supposed to work faster. It's supposed to work faster. If it does not work that way, I can go in and fix it. It's not a problem. But interesting how I'm going in now. I'm working on it. The consensus of okay, this is what happened the other night when I released a video. It says you have now unlocked apparently YouTube privileges. Interesting. Well, in doing that, I don't know if this is going to work. Just bear with me. It said that I can now add polls. I can introduce pictures. I can do just like different things. But now I can control the timing of the chat room. It was on 60 seconds. I put it on 5 because I was pretty sure that I was shortening it. If it didn't, maybe I reversed it. I don't know. But the last thing that I do want to do is screw this up. So let's get back to this. Yeah, it's all new, Nadia. And I appreciate the new algorithms that it's allowing me to do, but I don't want to screw it up. So pretty sure send a message every 5 seconds versus send a message every 60 seconds. Remember last night when I was talking about there's a delay? Because it took me a minute to get through. I was trying to understand the chat room. Yeah. And I put it down to 5 seconds. Just trying to figure it out. Somebody's messaging me. That's Miss Nadia. Nadia, I see all your messages. Let's do this. Let's just do a timer. Do you hear me do a 5 by 5? Oh no, it just releases your ability to respond to me every 5 seconds versus the whole minute that it was on before. So I think I released the delay. Okay. Yeah. I released the delay. So now there's no longer a delay, and maybe I won't be confused, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So it allowed me to do that. And that's what I'm going to go with. Slow mode is nasty and ugly, and that's what causes the delay, and it causes my confusion because you guys you're talking and it takes me an extra minute to catch up. Yeah. So this releases it. So we should be on time with each other if I'm paying attention to the chat room. Now, I understand when I'm reading tarot, it doesn't actually work that way. If I'm in the middle of the cards and you guys are chatting, please still understand that it'll take me a minute to catch up because I just don't work that way. I can't do that and do this at the same time, especially with the cards. I'm very focused on the cards because if I wasn't, I'm not doing my job. Okay. I'm not ignoring you. I have to focus on the cards. But anyway, I digress. Everyone is settled and they are quiet tonight. I know it's late. I know that you didn't expect me to come on here, but I always tell you it's based on energy. And I got a lot of emails about the financial stuff that's going on right now. They're seeing the stock market. And if you didn't see the big headline today, oh my gosh, with the stock market falling, and the only ones that are doing really, really well in that aspect are the ones that are controlled by Congress members. Interesting. So that opened up a whole can of worms, okay? I'm not necessarily talking about the RV, but I do have a question though. Is the stock market going to fall because of these people? And is this the reason? We all know that these Congress members are have been coulda, shoulda, woulda in the background or going to in the future, going to be hung or executed for treason, but more importantly, crimes against humanity. But is this the alliance's movie way out of exposing them and firing them for the general unaware? I'm gonna be nice, unaware, and it will just be a matter that they disappear because of corruption in the stock market. Because why are they coming out with this story? It's interesting. But the other questions that I had, which, well, my bank is this. Are they good? Are they bad? And under the RV umbrella, we heard that Wells Fargo won the contract and they were the good guys and they would be handling currency exchange. I'm not talking about normal everyday JP Morgan Chase. I'm just talking about it may be under the umbrella of the name that you are attached to. I'm Chase. I don't have any problem. I know it's not good. It was never good. But I also have to keep in mind that it's been cleaned up. So I thought tonight maybe we'll tackle some banks, credit unions. Are they good? Are they bad? People have questions. I want to know. Bank of America. Well, 6 months ago, they're horrible pieces of shit. Well, if they've cleaned it up, even under that name, you got to remember, Sean, I'm trying. The unaware are always going to understand their bank name, okay? And they're just going to know their bank when all this changes over. They're not going to know that the big dogs have been taken down. They're just going to recognize their bank. I just need to know if I can get to the bank and get my shit. That's all they want to know. Keeping it real right there. Okay? Keeping it raw and real. They just want to know, is this bank going to be okay or not okay? Okay? That's all I want to do. All right. Okay. Have I lost you? I'm losing people in the chat room. It's okay. If you just need to go to bed because it's late, catch it on the replay. But I want to make sure that we're on the same page here. So if you're still there, I got 3 of you. Does that make any sense? I kind of wanted to do it with you guys giving me a bank and then I pull cards on it. But if it doesn't work that way, I will do another show. Maybe this is just the introduction and we just go back in and when it's earlier and everybody can get on, and then we'll do that. And I'm sure you recommend it. I just heard that. Pretty sure it's just too late for them to do it. Okay, so we can simply ask. You can just let me know what your bank is, what your thought process is, and we'll just. Okay, so we have Wells Fargo, we have Chase, National Bank and Trust. Okay, well, let's start there. Let's do one at a time. Let me grab my cards. I didn't even pull my cards over because I wasn't quite sure where the energy was going to go. I just didn't. Please understand, I do this as a whim. If you don't understand what energy does to me and my thought process and doing these shows, you probably don't want to be here because I'm all over the place. I can't. No, I do not have my shit together. I don't. I just go where the energy says, I think you really need to address this question. They're very concerned. Okay. Okay. I just think we're all a little bit of a hot mess right now, especially when it comes to personal finances. Like I just need to know that I'm gonna be able to put gas in my car and buy bread and milk and a little piece of meat or something, feed my family. Okay, sage is burning. We're good. All right. Hi, Deb. I appreciate y'all coming in. Please understand if it's too much, it's too late. We'll just do a little introduction, and it's just a consider it a poll. Would you like me to do a show on it? Let's just start. But since we've got three different banks, Fifth Third, okay, let's take them one at a time. Yeah, you should be concerned because we talked a little bit about it on the last show. Like, it's okay to deposit a check and it'll be there and it's mirrored and it's fine. But people want to know when the RV comes around, is their bank going to be okay? He just stopped me. He said, nope, stop. Okay. When the RV comes around, anybody that's still open for business that has the door open, they're okay. They had to capitulate. But understand that each branch is different. Every state is different. That it's going to be okay because everything that they do is being caught through the quantum system. But it's okay to ask if your bank capitulated. So that's what we're doing. Okay. So let's start with one. All right. So let's start with Wells Fargo because I heard it through the grapevine that Wells Fargo won the contract for the good guys of who was going to handle the wealth management contracts. That means when you go and exchange currency, Zim bonds, or any of that, Wells Fargo's name would be okay, and that a representative from them would be in your meeting. Okay. Hearsay, can't prove nothing. Let's ask cards. Okay. But Wells Fargo won the contract, and they would, for the good, that they won the contract and they've been cleaned out, bled out, and they're okay. And whoever's left is there for humanitarian purposes. Let's just start there. Okay. So, is it true that Wells Fargo is good and we can feel comfortable with them handling our stuff, basically? Okay. Solve. Don't flip upside down on me. All right. All right. So, is Wells Fargo good? Let's just start there. So did Wells Fargo win the contract, and can we trust them when we go into exchange? We've all heard the rumors and stories. There's going to be an off-worlder there. There's going to be wealth management. There's going to be military. Let's just get down to the nitty-gritty. Let's just do that. Okay? Wells Fargo, good. Oh, you didn't want to be included. All right. So we'll set that card aside. Okay. Perfect card to be caught off on this side. Sorry, my phone is blowing up here, but I will pay attention to it. All right. So, Wells Fargo. So I split the cards, and only one card spit out and says, I don't want to be a part of that reading. Set me aside. Okay. This is us asking the question about Wells Fargo, and it's the strength card. Very strong. It is true. They won the contract. Okay. So no fear right off the bat. Very strong. Okay. So now we're going to flip for the rest of the reading? Can we trust if we go into this RV reevaluation wealth management system? Is Wells Fargo okay? Okay. So the answer is yes, you can trust them. Absolutely full-fledged. The problem is the people, I apologize, Wings. I did not specify. And he said, well, are you talking about you guys and you're way ahead of the game for your reevaluation? He said, because we take that as the general public, which means 99.9% of the population, because we're less than 1% of the globe. Okay. So I'm going to read what I got based on what he gave me. And he said, well, but this is the general public. Okay. You guys are fine. That's why the strength card got spit out. You guys are fine. For the general public, this is how it reads. Okay. Wells Fargo. Can we trust them? The mindset of the people that are going to come in when they get an idea that they can go and exchange something or get money, maybe they're turning in their birth certificates and doing all that, very heartbroken over the whole system. It just crushes their soul that everything was stolen. Okay. Which makes sense, right? But they're prayer warriors. He's not ugly and nasty in this. Their faith and that divine light and the community card, he's actually very well aspected. Their faith is going to bring them out of the being heartbroken. Okay. Here's the past. It was set up that way. Wells Fargo was set up absolutely. The Ace of Swords. They are truthers and they are there to help you. So Wells Fargo is cleaned up. It's good. They are to bring the truth out of what the bankers did. And when it comes out, it will break the hearts of the normies. I said normies. But their faith will get them through it with our collective energy. Okay. This is perfect too. This is perfect too. Okay. King of Swords. That's your Emperor. That's your second. It's just another Mr. T card who's in control of the financial. They're just bringing you truth. They will explain to you that they couldn't charge you a mortgage. They couldn't loan you money on a car. They couldn't do all these things. They'll explain to you that they loaned you fake money, that it had to be gold backed. And when you go in and you sit down to this meeting, they're going to go, so we're going to erase all this debt. What person do you know that's going to go, oh, no, that's okay, I'll pay it? What? No. But on either side of him, the way it's laid out, on either side of him, let me explain something. On this side is judgment. It will be explained of how these bankers, CEOs, the elite, stole from you and how they got charged, and they're being called to judgment, moving on, advancing, ascending, being taken out. But you, for you personally, are also ascending in a better status in society. Okay. I know that sounds egotistical, but we're talking about money here. But because you have that humanitarian heart, okay, not your heart's broken, but now here's how we heal it. Okay. Knowing that they have been taken out, here's where judgment comes in. You get raised up too, because now you're the new banker. I'm just listening to what they're telling me. Okay. On the other side of that King of Swords, and I'm sorry, I totally forgot that the cards were, I should go back and do that. I apologize. I just totally forgot. I was just into the hype of the message. But you have the Ace of Cups, which means everything is fine. Wells Fargo is fine. It's perfect. The message that the universe is bringing you is you can trust it. Judgment has been served, and it's okay. Okay? That's on Wells Fargo personally. Okay? But first and foremost, she got spit out first, and that's strength. Okay? You are perfectly fine. Okay? Okay? Deb, you traveling, honey? No, you go to bed. You're traveling to North Carolina early in the morning. Pentacle and Ascend Credit Union in Franklin. Okay. Let me write these down. They're the little itty bitties, and that's okay. That's okay. We'll get to them. We'll get to them. If anybody heard what I heard when I saw that Ascend Credit, did you hear what I heard? Anything that's about ascension, how could that possibly be bad? All right. So this is for Miss Deb. Honey, you go to bed. You do what you need to do. Happy trails, safe trails through North Carolina, whatever you have to do. Okay? We love you. Be safe. Finish it up on the replay. And if I don't get to it or don't remember it, I will put it in a personal reading for you. Okay? Because you did ask. Okay. Perfect. So the confirmation on Wells Fargo means this. Sorry, my nose is very itchy tonight. Means the universe is bringing me a message. I know what that means. So I'm sitting here doing this. Going, be glad I'm not sneezing because once I start, I can't stop. Okay. So with Wells Fargo, you're not left out in the cold. The universe is bringing you a message like, we're here. We're going to be the guiding light to this. Okay. They have the contract. The old Wells Fargo system surrendered. Okay, surrendered. I'm sorry, I can't remember to bring my cards down. Okay, so Hermit, 10 of Swords. Okay, so they surrendered. Old Wells Fargo. The new system is going to change the world. You are fine. Okay. So it's true. Wells Fargo did win the contract, and they will be there when you're reevaluating for whatever purpose. Currency, bonds, getting paid back for all the crap they stole from you, mortgages, student loans, birth certificate bonds, Social Security bond, all that stuff. Don't worry about it. Wells Fargo's okay. The bad guys surrendered. Okay? All right? All right. All right. All right. So Miss Deb's going to travel and she has to go night-night, and that's fine. Perfect. Because I didn't show you the base card. The base card on the Wells Fargo question. Yeah. The 8 of Swords. The bad guys of Wells Fargo that matches the surrender. Yeah. The bad guys that actually ran it before are captured. They're done. So new Wells Fargo that have the contract are good. So they have benevolent beings and good sovereign souls in there now. So Wells Fargo, done. Okay? So feel good about them. You're so welcome, Deb, honey. Catch us on the replay, honey. Just be safe in your travels and remember, bring in that divine light no matter what you're doing. Whether you're sleeping or you're driving or you're doing whatever, you bring in that divine light. Let us be with Deb tonight. Put that energy towards her. You take care of yourself, honey. Okay? All right. So who is next? So we also have Chase. Okay. JP Morgan. Now, please understand, the original JP Morgan is dead. I understand. He was part of the original process for the central banking system. Chase has a nasty, ugly name now. I bank through Chase too. Okay. It's my main bank, and I have credit unions, through my husband's work. But Chase is a main bank account. We just hear JP Morgan and we hear, oh crap, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the central banking system. It makes you want to throw up. But let's consider, well, people are dropping off like flies. Okay, it's probably just too late. It's okay. That's on me. But I go where the energy tells me. Watch it on the replay. It's fine. If Chase is a problem, it will tell us that it's still an issue. But if not, it's going to show me the same thing, that they've gotten rid of the bad guys and it's all cleaned up and you can trust them and that they'll be a part of it. Okay? Is that all right? All right. So let's do Chase. Let's do Chase. I just heard what he said. He said, don't make it out to be something that's not. He said, go ahead. I split the cards in half. You have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. It's your big dog, meaning it's good, it's safe, it's fine, it's about money. But then you also have the Fool card. Like, let's be a little bit careful. What are we investing in? But he said, don't read into that. Let's pull the rest of the cards. Okay. So let's see what Chase means. Okay. What are you telling us about Chase with the RV? Are they good guys? Are they bad guys? What are you doing? Okay. Just got you. They said, nope, don't split it again. Read it. So still the Ace of Pentacles, but victory. So Chase has also been cleaned up. Okay. You don't have to trust base cards. I'm still going to pull. I'm going to do full reading. Don't panic. It's all right. I just saw it. I know. I don't think they want to see that. Okay, maybe they do. They surrendered. Don't be heartbroken. The divine has taken over. They were captured. And I have no idea what they are. I just pull them. But they said read it. So I'm reading it. I just, daggone. If that's not proof, I don't know what it is. Did a double shuffle. Still Ace of Pentacles, it's fine because they surrendered. I'll take it. Because I know how tarot works, and I know how cards work, and I know how energy works. And I know, son of a bitch, split them again. Double shuffle, still the Ace of Pentacles, and celebration. You're fine. And I'll keep shuffling. Y'all hear it. I know you can't see it. I know I need a new beginnings, victory, celebration. I know y'all can't see it. And I know I need to get another camera. Doing the best I can. But I'm telling you right now, the energy is good. So Chase. I'm going to ask Chase, are we good? Should we let go? You just jumped right over there. All right. So Chase, the original JP Morgan, that's its surname. Yeah. Gotcha. Ain't you precious? Talked about what that meant. Okay. All right. Great advice. Big dog. There's your emperor. Okay. Now his role with the RV, and you know who we're talking about. That's Trump. That's Mr. T. His role with the RV is he is the King of Pentacles. He went after them almost first. I know I'm not showing your cards. I'm sorry. It just slows me down. I just get excited. So the Emperor, the King of Pentacles. Okay. Eight of Pentacles means it's a worker bee. Okay. That means it was a work in progress. He did a lot of work to take their crap down in the past. Nope. To make sure that they were divine and pure and okay, meaning cleaning out the whole system. Okay. There's your future card. High Priestess. Intuitive, knowing what you understand with your own bank account. Yeah, I know she can be secretive. There were a lot of secrets that JP Morgan and Chase Bank did, but I want you to see the cards on either side of her. Five of Cups. They took down the bad guys. But look what happens in the background. The universe is always, this Five of Cups always reminds you that there's something still good going on, that your cups are still upright in the background. Okay? It was a lot of work. Two of Swords. Okay? This is your advice. Do not fear the unknown. It's okay. Don't walk into it blind. You're okay. All right? They took down, and something tells me we're going to have a collective message on most of these banks. Don't fear it. It's okay. Here's another Mr. T card. That is the King of Wands. Your passion and desire is that I'm sovereign and I'm okay. And he's so relaxed. He's leaning over in his chair going, nah, you can't touch me. It's true. Here's that beautiful Nine of Pentacles. She is divine. She is sovereign. She's independent. She's in control of her own money, and she's fine. Okay? No mystery peacock there. Okay? She's just like, she got her hand on her hip and she's gone, what'd you say? I mean, that's what she does. Final card, Ten of Cups. Wish and desire of the people. Cups, message coming from the wish and desire. Please understand, they heard you and they're going to grant your wish. Okay? So 10 of Cups. It's okay. So Chase has been cleaned up as well, if that helps. Okay? It's okay. Maybe you've seen some stuff happening with your local branch. Maybe your normal. Oh, I appreciate the base card on that one. Okay. That's your Ten of Pentacles. That's your big treasure chest. It's okay. They capitulated and they're holding the gold back system as well. And I get that. Does that make any sense? Did I lose everybody? Okay, so we've done two biggies. We've done Wells Fargo and we've done Chase. All right, who else do we have in the chat? Chase. Dragonfly wants to know National Bank and Trust. Some tells me these are all connected. So you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to pull cards. Are all these banks connected as a collective? Might save us some time because we could be here. And I'll pull cards on each and every individual one. I promise you I will. But let's ask if they're all connected. Are they still owned by the same people? We all know the central banking system was owned by the Rothschilds, the 13 evil blood families. We know that. No, I don't censor anything here. I'm saying it as it is. Okay? So let's just ask a yes or no question. Are all of these banks that we're talking about, are they connected? We'll get a yes or no on that one. And then I'm going to ask the question, are they all fixed? And if it tells me no, then I have to break it down individually. I know I walked into this because I asked it. I will do each and individual bank. But I'm pretty sure the only thing that these people ever do, it's still the same banking system. They just changed the name. And that's the energy that I get. It's a mask. It's an illusion. It's the magician. It's the Seven of Cups. It's the moon. It's doing all these cards in my head right now. You do realize that all these people are the same person. And I may get a contract card, especially the Two of Cups, when the people are facing each other going, you do realize it's the same thing. They're just cloned. That's what I'm getting. So I'm going to pull the energy in and ask, are all these names of these banks, minus Wells Fargo and Chase, and I know there's still the higher tier of the cloning system with the bank, but they're big, okay? And I'm pretty sure Bank of America is part of that too. But let's just ask the question, are all of these little banks connected? So what? You're not a big dog. They have an umbrella system too. They have a stair-step system through the banking system. So you have Wells Fargo and you have Chase and you have Bank of America, the big ones, Fifth Third. I think Nadia said that. Yeah. They have the main branches, but you do realize all the smaller branches are underneath them. It's still the same damn company. Let's just ask the question, are they all under the same umbrella? And that means they've all been taken down. Let's just simply ask that, because that saves a lot of time. But if you're still absolutely to the point that you need confirmation on that little tiny name, I will be happy to pull cards. Okay. But Wings just said, he goes, do you realize how long this would be? That'd be like a 14-part show. Okay. So one card got spit out. I have not looked, and I won't look. I'm pretty sure they're all the same thing. Okay. You're very bouncy tonight. That means your energy is good. Okay, I'll leave you out. So second one was spit out. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to lay these out. Okay. Yep. I'm going to finish laying out the rest of the reading, and then I'm going to show you the two cards that were spit out specifically for the universe, really pounding into your brain. But I'm going to show you the base card first, okay? And this should bring you some comfort based on that question. Are all of these banks under one umbrella and they all mean the same damn thing, okay? Your base card is the Emperor. Yeah, he knew it when he did it to take them all down, okay? I've already split them. I've already shuffled them. Let's just turn two cards that got spit out. Let's fill in the blanks, okay? No worries, my love. No worries. Absolutely flat out. That Emperor is that base card. Here's why, okay? Here's the two cards that got spit out that said, no, pay attention to me. Stop losing sleep over this. I'm sorry. This is your Nine of Swords. Stop losing sleep. Stop stressing. Stop manifesting negative energy. Remember, swords, thoughts, truth, words, okay? Stop losing sleep over, well, I just want the truth. Stop losing sleep over it. It's taken care of. Why? Okay. Here's the second card that was spit out. Same thing. Stop. Don't be heartbroken. Don't be surprised. Don't be disappointed. Please understand. That's what they did. Another sword card. The truth is going to come out. Okay. Now let's look into the rest of the deck and how it laid out. Here's your past card. I'm going to do that one first. Nope. Took a lot of work. I heard you. I know. This guy called in these guys. Remember? The military that takes... This is kind of like your Guantanamo Bay people, because they're the ones, the military, that are in charge of making them burn and pay. Okay? I guess we can put a name on that card in that terminology. Okay? It's fine. current situation. This is your current situation where we're at now. The most beautiful card in the deck, the Sun card. We are perfect. We are beautiful. So when it comes to these banks, it's true. Every last one of them are under that. That whole umbrella has been burned to the ground. We are fine. Okay? All right? I know. You're probably still not convinced because maybe you have a little baby credit union over here that has some weird something name to your county. You do realize that they still have to answer to the feds, right? So this is what tarot is saying. The whole system has been taken down. So either you're way up here or you're way down here. It's still under the same umbrella. So that's why we're trying to narrow it down. Your wish has been granted, my loves. Okay. Sweet honey darling. Your wish has been granted. What was your wish? What was your wish? What was my wish, Jen? Remind me. That the enemy was taken down, right? Wasn't that our wish? That all this bad crap of them stealing stuff away from us would be gone? He's in the middle. I know. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. I just get excited. So, 10 of Cups, that's your wish card. That's what we wish. Please tell me this enemy is gone. The enemy, the devil, is gone. Ace of Wands. Big dog ace. We took them out. They're gone. They're done. Confirmation. Sweetheart darlings. You don't need to worry about this anymore. Okay. I know. 8 of Swords. Jail. Locked up. Gone. Truth stolen from you. Blindfolded. Oh, what's going on? I was hoodwinked. Yeah, you were. You're paying for mortgages and cars and personal loans, and you're doing all kinds of crap, and they stole it from you. I like the double meaning. Wings just told me, he said, use the double meaning. I said, okay. 4 of Swords. Double meaning. They had so many secrets. Remember, swords are thoughts, truth, words. They had so many secrets of what they were doing. Second, good message. Rest comfortably in peace. Not dead. Just rest comfortably knowing. Peace of mind. The truth is coming out of what they did, okay? Yep. King of Cups. They had no boundaries. Remember? Remember him? Secrets under the robe, no boundaries. Tidal wave just come in and wash over you, and you're just drowning. You're just drowning in debt. They offer you more credit cards. They offer you this, and you're paying. You're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Did you just fall out of my hand? Okay. Robbing Peter to pay Paul. There's no boundaries. There's nothing. You can go through every letter of the alphabet or every apostle in any sovereign book there is. I don't care what you call them. They rob one to pay the other, and that's what they were doing to you. But this message was about, could you please tell me if you could umbrella all these banks into one and tell me that they've been taken care of? And the answer is yes. They had no boundaries, and we set them straight. They took the devil out. No more secrets. They're locked up. It's fine. Granted your hearts and desires and wish. It's gone. It's all gone. Don't worry about it. Stop losing sleep over it. That was your first card. Okay? I know it's easier for me to just pull cards and say, don't worry about it. I just read the cards. Okay? And the universe is saying, that guy totally cleaned it up. Okay? If you're still not sure and you really need your bank to be asked, I am not offended. I will absolutely pull cards. But Wings told me, he said, you realize this could go on and on and on. And that's fine. You tell me. So the banks that would capitulate. Well, Nadia, in order to do that, I would really need, because there's so many and it's so broad, I would really need a name. I can ask a base question, a basic yes or no. Are there any banks that didn't capitulate and they won't be open? And it would say yes, or it would say no, but it won't actually tell me the name. It's not like the bank's written on the card. So I could do a yes or no, which would be a base question, and then we could specify, right? Okay. To kindly address foreign banks having a presence in the U.S. Caroline, if you would trust me to answer that question based on what I already know, but I'd be happy to pull cards. You don't have to trust me, but I will tell you this. Those foreign banks are the same damn banks that we just talked about. They still just have the same name. Okay. Wink said, whoa, 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 go slow, go slow, go slow, because they may not be ready for that. Okay. Understand something. 13 bloodline families, okay? Very tippy top. Very tippy top. Okay. He said, nope. You asked them a question. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. Who is at the tippy top? Do you understand who's at the top? Because if you could tell me the right answer, then you're ready for the rest of the truth. Because I already know who it is. I know exactly what order they put it in. Remember how they told you? They told us in the Bible, the version that we have, who are the 12 disciples? Who are the 13 bloodline families? If you can tell me the enemy side, honey, I'll tell you everything you need to know. I'm going to tell you anyway, but I'm just curious. Do you know? Who's the tippy top? Who's the tippy top? Caroline will address that. She asked, will the banks be closing for a period of time when the stock market crashes? Now, remember when we talked about that last night, that there's a possibility. We didn't actually pull cards. We can. That if it crashes, humanity just automatically knows I need to get to my ass to the bank, and there'll be a run on the banks. Well, what's going to happen is the big dogs will lock the doors and say, you can't come in here. There is a serious problem with that possibility that there'll be a run on the banks. We will pull cards. We absolutely can pull cards, yes or no. Are they even going to be open? Are they going to close? We can do yes or no. That's fine. But I want you to use your gut. You guys are failing to use your intuition. What is your gut telling you? What do you think is going to happen? People make a run on these banks? We'll ask spirit. We'll ask the universe. Absolutely. But I want you to stop and understand what your gut is. I know you need confirmation, and that's okay. Miss Mary's in the house. Hello, Miss Lexington lady. How you doing, baby doll? I'll talk to you in the morning, sweetheart. All right. Okay, so yes, a basic question. All right. Let me get caught up. I know you're not. She is not up this late. Long story. I hope you're okay, honey. I hope you're okay. If you need me, you text me. I'm going to talk to you in the morning anyway. You know their names? Do you want to know? One is the Lee family. I first read that and I went, I didn't do it, Nadia. It's not Lee's family. I'm pretty sure we're okay. Yeah. Yeah, but it's another name for the big dog names. Please understand. They have fake names too. Nadia, you're way ahead of everybody else. Slow down, girlfriend. We'll get to it. I do have great moderators. Aren't they beautiful? Things might change. Well, look who showed up. Old fancy Nightbot. You're a little bit slow. Probably not feeding him very well. It's just the buy me a coffee. I had set it up. I just didn't think it worked, but apparently it did. Yes, Miss Nadia. Listen, teacher's pet, and being up there, slow down. The rest of the class, I don't want to grade everybody on a curve, okay? Can you slow down, please? All right, listen. Okay. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. Well, I don't, which one do you want first? Do you want to know what goes on with the stock market and they have a continuity of the stock market too, just like they have a continuity of the government? You want to know that? Or do you want to talk about the 13 bloodline families and who's actually in charge? Which one do you want? Because we're all over the place here. You tell me. Nadia's getting closer to me. I'm going to batten the hatches down. Just teasing. Y'all know. Please tell me y'all know when I'm joking with you. That I'm just like hardcore sarcasm. Okay. So the original question when Caroline asked, could I please address foreign banks? And I said they're still under the same umbrella as our domesticated banks here in the U.S. They are all related under the same central banking system, under the same 13 bloodline families, okay? That's a whole separate show. So let's just do a little bit of a Reader's Digest condensed version, okay? A lot of people would automatically assume that the Vatican and the Queen were at the top of the chain. They're not. There is one bloodline family that's at the extreme top. Anybody got a guess? I'm challenging your education. What do you actually know? Because I've said it, if any of you have watched The Fall of the Cabal, you should know a little bit of this. There's one bloodline family that's above everything. Now, before we get to the name, this family is the head honcho of the Draco family, the off-worlder negative Draco family that also hire out the Greys, okay? These are the negative reptilian families. There is one breed, and as I said breed, because they're not humans, that come from the number one bloodline from the original story. Y'all, you can fight me on stories and religion all you want to, but they all kind of come back to one simple story. Who are the Canaanites? Who are the cannibals? What is the name? Dropped your jaw? Because of what I said? Was that nasty and ugly, Nadia? Do you need a drum roll? I still haven't gotten the answer. Still haven't gotten the answer. Are you telling me you don't know? Okay. Y'all talking amongst yourselves. Okay, I've lost the class. That's all right. Y'all pass your notes. Put them in the lockers after class. Listen to me. The name Rothschild is the head honcho of the Canaanites. Even the queen and the pope had to kneel down and kiss their ring. It's the head of the Dracos, that reptilian, nasty lizard that needs human consumption to survive. Okay? Rothschilds are the head. Okay? Okay? Have you all at least tell me that you've heard that name? It's the Rothschilds. They own everything. The Rothschilds actually own JP Morgan, the Rockefellers, the Queen, the Pope. They own everything. That is the head of the Draco community, which comes from two different planets off world, one in particular that comes from the belt of Orion. Jen, how the hell do you know this shit? Because Jen's been around a while and she's been studying, and this is why she has bags under her eyes. Because I want to know you know how they say, keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer? You better know who the hell your enemy is. I'm going to give you a Reader's Digest condensed version of facing these bastards for me personally. 15 years ago, I was in my house. These sons of bitches showed up into my living room, and I watched them. These lizards showed up. I was terrified. I knew my Jesus, I knew my God, but I didn't know any of this shit. I was still in the sheeple category, and yes, I said it. Son of a bitch showed up, and I got babies in the house, and my husband was in Iraq. Two of them showed up in my house because I was a huge threat to them. And I knew then what I know now as far as the divinity and the light. These things just sit there and rock back and forth, and they seethe and they drool, and they were there to intimidate me. They weren't there to attack. They were there to intimidate me and give me a warning. I know, probably just lost half of my subscribers right there going, she batshit crazy. Nope. Saw them. They're nasty, they're disgusting, and they stink to high heaven. They smell like sulfur and shit all at the same time. And they were just there to threaten me. You're going to listen. And I went, Jesus have mercy, divine creator, Michael, get them out of my house. And just do what you need to do, but I know I am sovereign, and I called upon that divine light. And I said, you don't get to come in here. That was my first wake-up call. 15 years of Jen not being a sheep. And I said it. Sean will whack my knuckles with his ruler. But I said it. You face them head on and you'll figure out exactly who these bastards are. Jen batshit crazy and probably needs some Xanax? Nope. Nope. You face them. Lexington lady, I'm going to get with Miss Nadia and her schedule, and we really need to plan that Zoom. And I think that I really need to take a poll. You know what they're allowing me to do now on YouTube is to take a poll, so I could actually put up a poll. Which would work better for you? Like 5 p.m., 7 p.m. I don't want to go too late. I don't want to go too early because I've got people in the West Coast too that are still working and that kind of stuff. But what I've gathered is the majority of us are pretty good around between 5, 6, and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If that doesn't work, we'll work something out. But I have to go with the majority. I can't please everybody. Okay? We're growing the family. It's all right. Divine energy will grow the family when it's meant to grow. And I understand that. And that's fine. There's all kinds of things that you're supposed to be allowed to do if you have a certain amount of people because mankind and YouTube tells you to. I don't believe that. I am basing this on what people can handle at the time. And if they're not ready and the universe isn't ready, then I will wait. And I'm okay with that. Yeah. Yeah, I've already gone more than an hour and I'm down to 4. Yeah. They're dropping. But I also know that it's really late. It's like 10:30, so I'm pretty sure that's probably why too. Or I lost you at facing aliens. So Nadia Rockefeller, yep. It's right underneath the Rothschilds. Yeah. There's a stair step system, but maybe I can get with Caroline and we'll create some pictures and maybe we can discuss it in Zoom and I can show pictures to you and exactly what pattern this goes in and who they are. Absolutely. You just let me know, Nadia, and we'll make it happen because I think a lot of people are really wanting some good cleansing and good meditation techniques, especially in their sleep patterns. Wait till I tell you the story of what happened to me 2 nights after I was teaching you those techniques, just the basic brief. Um, if you all understand the term sleep paralysis, you'll understand what I went through. But it wasn't just physical sleep paralysis. I went through spiritual sleep paralysis. That means my soul was even stuck. And by God, my army came in. And I laughed at Wings once I wrapped my brain around it 48 hours later. And I said, "You were kind of like a firefighter." He came in and he flipped my soul over his shoulder and carried me out. And behind him was this massive army. It was amazing. It was a beautiful story. I remember every detail. Every detail. I remember how I felt. I was just paralyzed. I was totally aware, conscious, but I just couldn't move. It's what they call sleep paralysis. I couldn't move in the physical, but I also couldn't move in the spiritual. Yep. Probably just lost some more subscribers. What are you talking about? You're scaring the hell out of me. No, it's just when you advance and you ascend that fast, they will come after you. Pretty sure Nadia knows what I'm talking about. Probably even Dragonfly. Anyone that passed after 2015 will be back with us. I will be happy to answer that question through cards if you want me to, Mary, but I'm going to tell you right now, no. Nope. Nope. The reincarnation contract was broken. Um, I know Wing says, well, you might want to correct that because that's not actually true. He is correct. I'm sorry, I misspoke. They will have the choice. It's not like you're forced to reincarnate, okay, that they can come back. They can come back if they so choose. But the majority of mankind will not choose to reincarnate. And if they do, they're part of our generation or our collective that are very, very strong in God's army that are made to handle this kind of crap. Because it is. It's beautiful, but it's crap. Please don't get me wrong. It is gorgeous. They will have the choice, but most people would choose not to because they're seeing what we're going through and they're like, no, I think I'm good where I'm at. Thank you very much. Okay. I know, Naughty. We're all over the place. Yeah. Okay. So we bounce all over the place. So we can stick with bank questions tonight, the financial. I know we bounce, but that's where I told you I go where the energy tells me, and if that's where the energy is going, then that's where the energy is going. Okay? I'm not going to apologize for that. I want to answer your questions and I want to do them thoroughly. And if it's a one-to-one basis and you're still not quite sure about your bank or your situation, absolutely privately message me. I'll still answer a couple tonight. We got a little bit of time left before I let you go. It's just a whole lot. But I will not apologize for going where the energy takes me. I can bounce wherever, and I'm all over the place. They reel me in, they keep me where I need to be. But if something needs to be said because somebody might get inspired by it or make them think, I will go there too. So it's okay. So if there's another banking question that you have tonight, please put it in the comment, and I'll tackle them the best I can. Honey, I know you do. Mary, Ralph is with you and he loves you. He's not leaving you. His energy is always going to be there. Okay? Please understand that. He loves you and he did not leave you behind. He's just the coach and he's there. Okay? And we're going to talk about that some more. I promise. What do you want to answer, Nadia? Specify. Let's get back to the specifics. Nadia's cracking the whip on me tonight. What do you want to know? Yeah, you're going to be fine. We're gonna call in your higher self, and we're going to call in Ralph, and we're also going to call in your mama too, because she's been in my ear too. Ralph he's not as pushy. Your mama, a little bit, but we're going to bring them both in tomorrow, Mary. So don't worry about it. You're going to hear from both of them tomorrow. I promise you. I promise. Oh, they're already stacking up stuff. That's just how we work. Don't be afraid. Just get ready. Yup. Dragonfly just says, yup. I don't know what that means, but okay. As far as the reincarnation and people coming back after 2015 and hearing that, or even if it's not that date, Mary, I'm going to answer that for you personally tomorrow because everybody's different. And for everybody else, I'm going to pick a show to do that another time. Nadia's smacking my knuckles with a ruler, so let's stick with financial. Are there any more banking financial questions tonight? And we'll end it there. You want me to do her question? If that's what you want. I mean, that means the energy's changing. I'm going to relight my sage because that's a huge question. It's a huge question. It's fun. I'll do it. If we're going to focus, I'm going to assume, I know, it'll make me an ass, but I'm going to assume it's about people reincarnating after the 20. The one thing that sticks out of my brain is that date. I just can't. People can still choose to reincarnate, but I don't. Where did the date come from? Where did they get 2015? Not quite sure where that comes from, because that's the part that doesn't resonate with me. People are not required any longer under their soul contract to fulfill it because the enemy's been taken out. He's been taken out on the soul contract aspect, that when you did a soul contract before, the enemy will hold you to it. You have to keep reincarnating. That's where we're miserable. where's the 2015 coming in? Because that contract was ended recently. I'm not quite sure where that's coming from. Okay, I'll answer the question. I'll answer Mary's question. Okay, so let's talk about reincarnation real quick. But I am going to get the sage going. There's just something weird about that. Whatever timeline that I just don't understand it. It doesn't resonate with me, and I don't like it. 2015, you don't put a date on something like that. People have free will and they have a choice even in the afterlife and in whether they want to. That now they just don't have to. If they choose to come back, perfectly fine. Mary, you're here because the energy led you here, honey. You're fine. You're fine, sweetheart. I know. You're going to be all right. And we're going to address a lot of this stuff tomorrow. All right, so let's, how are we going to word this? If you really want to base it on that date, if our loved ones have passed after 2015, that they're going to come back. It's pretty broad. And I'm going to warn you. Moon, Seven of Cups, Magician, High Priestess, a lot of that stuff. Unless I'm totally wrong. I'm probably going to see, may even see the Star card. But this free will is also the Seven of Cups, so it depends on how it's aspected. I'll go with it. It just doesn't sit right with me. It's just me. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. We don't always have to come together and kumbaya, okay? It's all right. So anybody that's past 2015, are they coming back? Are they going to come back? I'm also looking for humanitarian because maybe they want to get in on how we're going to love on each other. Okay. All right. Let's split. Ready? All right. Nadia, I totally get your question. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to explain and then I'm going to read these cards because I'm right and you're right. And I'll explain it. Okay. She said, I would just like to know what form they would come back. Will they come back as babies or will they come back as who they were before they passed? If they choose to come back on their own free will, I do know one thing. I know two options. As they were before is not a possibility. Still soul, okay? Still the same soul. But physical features, if you're looking for a physical, that's not happening. If they have a starseed contract and they're a starseed and they are a walk-in, it just means that they have a soul contract with a person that's living here now. And the moment, if they've already passed, the moment that that person passes on, they swap places. Jen, you're batshit crazy. No, I'm not. It's a thing. They have a soul contract. With that being said, let me read these cards and then you make your own assessment, okay? Okay. And this, when I look at these cards, this is where I get the swap out of the walk-ins. They can come in as babies. The last 20 years, our little baby star seeds are coming in and they're walking, just like my grandbabies. Those are baby star seeds. Walk-in star seeds are soul contract. That means somebody living here now will walk out and somebody else will come in and take over their life. But they have so much in common in their soul spirit that you're not going to see much different. But they will reach out to you. I know that sounds batshit crazy, and you think Jen has totally flipped her lid. Not that you didn't know that before. But please understand something. It is very specific. Walk-ins are very different contractually, okay? They have contracts that are made totally different, okay? Oh, can anyone handle, my moderators, can you handle that crap that was, oh, thank you, Nadia. You did, and Nightbot did also. Thank you. Jesus have mercy. Yeah, see what happens? That's bull crap. Okay, so I know. I just saw it, sweetheart. I know. I trust you to handle it. You're fine. You get rid of them. And Nightbot's also going to do it. Get used to it. The more we grow and the more options that I have in YouTube, these things are going to happen. This is when moderators need to just do their stuff. So I trust you. You got it. I saw it. You caught it even before I could because I'm a little busy. So as far as the contractual coming in after 2015, if they are, they're coming very, very quickly. Okay. Trust me. So, Mary, before I lose you and you go to bed tonight, I know you're tired. Yes, they can come in, and when they do, it'll be fast. It is your wish that they would come in. But please understand something. Here's your pass card. In the past, they don't have any desire, heart or desire to come back. They took a knee going, no, I'm good where I'm at. Thanks you very much. Okay, thank you. I'm not trying to be nasty and ugly, but I told y'all that I'm not giving you goody two-shoe answers. I'm giving you truth. Most of them do not want to come back here. But if they do, they will come quickly. What does that mean? They're walk-ins. I know y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. It is a soul contract between the two. I know I'm not showing the cards. I'm sorry. Two of Cups. It is a soul contract that two souls got together before they came down here and says, you know what? If you get taken out, I'd be happy to take your place. What are you talking about, Jen? How's that possible? I'm pretty sure anything's possible with our divine creator. It's a soul contract that they made. I'll come in and as soon as you leave, I got it. Maybe in the middle of doing CPR, one soul leaves and the other one pops in and goes, ooh, this body's different. You think it's weird? You think it's not possible? Oh, yeah, no, it's possible. Mm-hmm. Don't be surprised if they were very similar in their I don't know, things that they like to do, people that they hung around with, their morals, their values, their background. Could even be somebody that's close in your family that can reach out and say, hey, why can't they just come out, drippy droppy little baby pages from the universe? That's your baby page of cups. Could you really handle that? If some stranger or somebody you knew walked up and said, hello, you don't remember me because I don't look like me. That's a whole lot. I'm going to show you something. Here's the death card. The death card simply means let them go. But death can also mean a new beginning. But you have to be willing to make that concept happen. Don't fear what could happen. Two of Swords. Don't fear that possibility that they could be a walk-in and you're not quite sure how to handle it. Okay? I'm going to try to say this next part, the last two cards of your confirmation. I'm going to really, really try not to be nasty and ugly. But I'm not about feel-good messages here. I really want you to have the best of the best and have good feel messages. But if the cards say no and the universe says no, I will not lie to you. You take it however you want. You use your own discernment. You use your own intuitive ability, okay? If it doesn't resonate, walk away. It's fine. Stop letting that thought process of them returning to you on hopes and wishes and desires, that 10 of Cups, from stealing your thoughts, words. I want him to come back. I want him to come back. I want my mama. I want my wife. I want my husband. I want my baby. I want them back. Stop letting them steal the truth from you. And when you know intuitively that they're not meant to come back, if you do and you really truly know that they're coming back, great. But the majority, the message is stop letting them steal your peace. The peace with the death that they had, let them have it. That's your own egotistical thought process that I would really like them back here. And they're up here going, I love you and I'll wait for you. I really don't want to come back down there. We need to learn to respect that. Please understand, they know you feel stuck and in prison, like you shouldn't be here without them. They respect that too. So this is a mutual trust. And I don't normally pull this many cards, but there's a spiritual battle there. Y'all. Darlings, look. If you can get through that double-sided egotistical thought process of what you want to happen, even though it's not meant to happen contractually, you know what they're saying? We're moving quickly to the same side. You're not left out in the cold. I didn't leave you. Five of Pentacles. I did not leave you. Judgment is coming on all sides, and we're going to meet. We're going to meet. I'm not trying to be nasty and ugly. But y'all, there's your thought process. There's your ego. There's your ego. Because you want it. And rightfully so, because you're human. Rightfully so. Sweetheart. Be comforted. Here's the Temperance. Be comforted in knowing and be patient and wait. Be comforted in knowing. The universe is going to bring you the big doggone treasure chest of being reunited. That Judgment card, the Chariot card, coming together. Please understand that. It's very hard. I know you want them back here. And I'm not saying they can't. They can have that choice, but it's not going to be in the form that you expect. Okay? in the form that you remember them being in. Here's your base card. I just saw it. There's your lovers. That's a contract card. Unless it's in their contract, the answer is no. But trust in the judgment that you're going to be called together one way or another. They are your biggest cheerleaders, okay? And they're rooting you on, and they are walking you through it, and they are trying to be that temperance card, and they're trying to just love on you the best they can, okay? They don't want to feel nasty and ugly either, but they also are trying to remember what it was like to have an egotistical brain. And when I say egotistical, I'm not saying nasty and ugly. It's just a humanistic, three-dimensional realm thought process, okay? Not egotistical as I'm better than everybody else. And that's not what they're saying. Egotistical just means I really want this for myself. Rightfully so, of course. I wish, I wish, I wish. That's why we have the Ten of Cups. I wish, I wish, I wish. That's why we have wands. I want, I want, I want. I wish, I wish, I wish. I'm desire and desire and desire. Of course we do. That's why we read tarot the way we do. Because it's your egotistical thought process, but it's spiritual process and your ascension. Okay? Thoughts, words come out of your mouth are egotistical too. Tarot lesson. We have to learn to blend, okay? We have to have both sides. Ascension is real, but living here in reality is real too, okay? It's not nasty and ugly. I love you so much. And I just want you to understand that thought process, I don't know how we twisted everything from banking to, because we have hearts and desires and we are hurting and we need that in our life and we really want it. Tarot didn't say that it's not possible. It just says it would have had to have been in their contract. We don't even know what our own soul contract is, let alone their soul contract. But don't be surprised if the answer was yes and they just show up one day in the form of somebody else or a new baby. It's just the way you look at it. I know that's a lot to soak in. Jen, you done lost me. You done lost me. Jen's on crack. Sean's going to come in with his ruler. That's enough. You're a sweetheart, aren't you, precious? That wasn't an insult. Yeah. Mary, we're going to talk about that more tomorrow in depth when I can pull in his higher self and his energy, because I think I can address that particular energy personally. And you're going to hear from me tomorrow. We're going to address that on a one-to-one basis. Okay? Ralph's in my ear. Okay? He loves you. Be patient. Be the temperance card. He will talk to you. Okay? He's right here. I hear him. I hear him. I hear him in my ear. He's very he's not fast talking. He's very gentle. He's firm, but he's not pushy. He's slow talking. He just says, "Mary, listen." And he bossy at the same time. He wants me to pull an oracle card for you to get you through the night until I talk to you tomorrow. I'll do what he says because I go where energy goes. Ralph, what do you want Mary to know? I'm done. I'm done. You get one card. I said, what card do you want her to know? Child, darling, sweetheart. He's your soulmate. He is connected to you. I'm right here. I'm right here. Hi, Miss Gail. I think I woke up the whole daggone neighborhood tonight. What the crap's going on? Y'all feel the energy? It shifted. It did shift. Mary, do you see that card? I'm your soulmate. I'm right here. Honey, I split them. I said, I pull one card. Give me one card. What do you got to say, Ralph? And he pulled soulmate. That's one of those times where you just realize the energy is real and it's in these cards. And I'm not just making shit up to make you feel better. I didn't have time to sit there and shuffle them out and just pick a card so she'd feel better. Nope. I shuffled it. That's what Ralph said. So, y'all. You just gonna do that to me now, aren't you? Oh, now he's in here. Now I have to calm him down. Now I'm gonna have to reel him in a minute. I said, you're really going to make me pull these other two cards for her? Yeah. He said, I would really appreciate it because that's the love of my life. It would make her feel better. And I went, okay. So you got the soulmate. Your higher self, Mary, said, pay attention to the picture. Release. That's you standing at the cemetery. But I want you to look at the light that's in the background. If you would just pay attention and release him. He's not leaving you. Release the pain. Okay? All right? So you have soulmate and you have release. Ralph's desire is for you to release that pain. Okay? You get one more. And I'm going to wrap this up because I'll talk to you in the morning in a personal reading. I don't normally do this. I'll be happy to do it for anybody that needs it. I just go where the energy is. And he said, she really needs it. Would you please do that for her? I said, absolutely. He said, you need to deal with your impatience. You want to go home with him, and it is not your time. That is not part of your contract. You are too impatient. He is here with you, and he's going to walk and guide you through the rest of your soul contract. Stop being impatient. Okay? He finished his. Now he's your cheerleader. You finish yours and stop being impatient. Take the higher step, the higher ladder. He's right there. Finish your job and stop being impatient. Okay? All right, darlings. Y'all tear me up. Oh, y'all tear me up. Is this where I say I love you? I do. And I want to bring that peace to you. And if these, any way, shape, or form cards can do that for you, I find that beautiful and I find that fulfilling for my soul contract. Well, there you go. He said, will you tell the love of my life? Okay, well, there you go. He's talking to you. And he's going to talk more tomorrow, so you better go to bed and get some sleep because you probably going to get your ear topped off. Okay? I know. You're teary-eyed right now. I know. Whether it's chill bumps or teary eyes, you're very emotional right now. I know. I feel it. Your higher self is saying, okay, that's enough. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. That's where we normally cut off on our nighttime stuff. You know me. I wasn't supposed to go live tonight, but I told y'all. Say, I'll take the day off. Most of you are going to go, yeah, whatever. We'll see. It's not me, it's the energy. But I pick up on everybody's energy, and when it tells me of great concerns or headlines, and there's a lot of stuff that I really wanted to cover. We did a little bit of the banking stuff. We can pick up on it again another time, but the energy changed, it shifted, and I went somewhere else. It's just what happens. Talk about impatience. You're just gonna have to go with energy. There's a lot of headlines that I could have talked about tonight that we probably should have. That what is it? Political prisoner camp in Iran that was on fire last night, and sweet darlings, there's so much going on. Stock market crap. It's just a mess. Are we okay? Are we reeling it in? Do we have peace? Y'all not too pissed off at me? Or if you are, then take a walk and take a deep breath and pretend to punch me in the face in the camera. That's okay. Bar Sean's rule, you smack me in the knuckles. It's all right. I'm pretty sure he'll lend it out. We do lobe you. Oh, I've given it to him all day long over that. I said, do you know how much they lobe you? And he goes, really? I said, yes, they lobe you, sausage fingers. And he goes, wow, great. I said, it just means if we're picking on you, you're part of the family. Welcome. He just shakes his head. It's all right. I had to go prep his lunch and get him ready for work tomorrow and do all that good stuff. It's 11 o'clock. That way I can get to bed because I have a reading tomorrow and I got a few other things to do. And you might get to see me again tomorrow. Oh, we're not special. Great, Jen. Thanks for the warning. I'm teasing you. Good grief, y'all need to learn to deal with my sarcasm. Be in agreement with me before I burn a hole in my sweater. I can't lose this sweater. All right, you ready? It's my granny sweater. It's my Golden Girl sweater. Be in agreement. Divine light, creator source. Let the sage work tonight that we call upon you in all of your glory and all of your divinity and all of your beautiful divine light that you provide us, and your protection and your wisdom and your teaching and everything that you provide us. You are our creator, and we call upon you again to ask your protection, your divine light, to walk and guide us, teach us, and protect us through all the umbrella of everyone that you created that's of the divine light. I don't even need to take the time to answer every last one of their names. We just call them in, all of them. And we absolutely rebuke and reject anything that's negative. They're not allowed to be here. They don't have consent, and they must leave. And we know, Divine Creator, that you have the sources to get rid of them. But we thank you, Creator, that you allowed us to come together as a family, as your children tonight. Please bless everyone in the chat room and anyone that's going to come in and watch the replay. Continue to guide and bless and direct and teach protect us with everything that you have. Clean up all that negative energy that we have, whether it's against each other, our own selves, or the rest of the world. You have the power to clean that up, and we're going to work on it. We are a work in progress, and we appreciate your patience. We thank you and we bless you and we give you the glory. So thank you, Divine Creator. Whatever name you are called, as long as it's of the divine light, we thank you. And let's be in agreement with this. And amen and amen. Amen and amen. Amen and amen. Can you imagine if I start doing our blessings and prayers and cleansing with, we love you, Divine Creator? Because he, she will just laugh. And it's fun. Amen and amen. Not only do I love you, I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. You are special. You're one of a kind. Be you. And if you need me, you find me. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I love you and I love you and I love you. It was beautiful. Till next time, whenever Energy Source tells us, a little bit of love and light, a little bit of ch-ch. Good night, my darlings. I love you.